You guys need to stop enabling my autism, man. Okay, so first off, we gotta start at the beginning, which is before Xenoblade even happens, when Earth still exists. They've been, Earth is several millennia more advanced than we are. Currently, we have a space station that goes from the ground up straight into straight into space, and it's like several hundreds of thousand miles above the atmosphere, and then has a ring that goes around the entire planet, connects back to itself. On that space station, they have most of the top scientists on it. One of them, his name is Klaus. Now, Klaus, he's working with something called the Trinity processor, which has three cross-like cores, that all have their own powers. One of them's called Numa, which is kind of like good. One of them's Malos, it's the bad, and then one of them's I forgot its name. But it's whatever it is, it's the in between. And so he's experimenting with them, and then he wants to create a whole new universe because the current human race is at an all-out war. They have huge flying mechs everywhere, fighting and going crazy. The all-out war between everybody. So there's no right side, there's no wrong side. It's just perpetual war. And so in the space station, Klaus locks everybody out, and then he's getting ready to push the button to start the new universe. And then there's a scientist lady who's trying to stop him, but she couldn't, and so he starts the whole thing. And so then Xenoblade 1 and 2 worlds are created. It is basically divided a part of each other. It's basically the Earth got split in two, creating two different timelines. One of them has Klaus and the lady, and they're both kind of gods. And it has the neutral Trinity processor in it. That one becomes a guy named Alvis. And then Klaus, he's this blonde guy, and he becomes basically God, the wielder of the Monado. The red one specifically, and then the scientist girl, she becomes the wielder of the pink-green dual-blade Monados. And their main ability is to let you see into the future. The more Monados you have, the better you can see into the future. And I am just trying to find a way to get comfortable while I explain this. I think this is going to be the best way that I can. So there's this kid named Shulk, and he's in a group of, his family and stuff. And so they're on a mountain. They find a room with a Monado in it. They all die. They all get absorbed by the power of the Monado, except for Shulk. He kind of dies, but the Monado brings him back, and he's like the new... It doesn't look like my eyes are open, but they are. That's weird. Anyways, he becomes like a host for the Monado. And before this happens, the reason why the host for the Red Monado is because Klaus, who basically was the leader for humanoids, they're called Homs, and then the lady who became the leader for the Mechana, which are basically kind of like robot people. They were kind of chill until one day they weren't, and they kind of both died-ish, kind of. I don't know. Also, Klaus is no longer called Klaus, he's now called Zanza. And he's kind of like a gray giant. Anyways, so this guy named Dixon finds Cloud brings him back to his colony, and then basically he grows up there kind of like as his uncle and shit like that. And then Shulk has these friends. One of them is his love interest. Her name's Fiora, and then one of the best friend name's Ryan. And then the person who can wield the Monado without dying currently, whose name is Dunban. Also, by the way, everybody who uses it basically kind of dies, but Dunban kind of just toughs it out and is like, nah, I'm him. And just like, just kind of toughs it out. Anyways, so, the Mechon can only die to the Monado. So humans are kind of getting their ass kicked. So, fucking Mechon come and attack their colony when Shulk's about 16? I want to say around 16. And he manages to wield the Monado and is able to see into the future. Also, by the way, nobody else can see into the future whenever they're using it. Dunban cannot. Dunban can't see into the future using it. Only the chosen one can. And Shulk is the chosen one, so he can. But, too bad he's not all that proficient with it yet, and he has unlocked all its abilities, so, girl dies. Uh-oh, so, too bad, girl dies, aw. And so basically, not much happens until, like, halfway through the game. I mean, like, a lot happens, but, like, nothing that I really need to mention that would significantly impact the point of the video that I'm currently making. Anyways, they meet this girl named Charlotte, get him into the party, then they go meet this little furball named Ricky. If you want to know more about Ricky, please Google Ricky Xenoblade. Oh my god, he is so fucking funny. He has 13 children, only 2 of them are adopted. That is where this Xenoblade Twitter copy pasta thing comes from. It says Ricky wants slop. Ricky has no protection. Ooh. It's very funny. Hi. I'm very tired, even though at the time of recording this, it is only a little past 9, I think. If it's not exactly 9. Let me check the time. Okay, it's a minute away from 9. It is a minute away from 9. Oh my god. Anyways. And then they meet this girl named Melia. She's the queen of Hyantia, or the future queen of Hyantia, and then becomes queen a little after meeting Shulk. Hyantia are these bird people, but Melia is like half bird, half hom, so she can't really use her wings to fly. They're just kind of there for like decor and shit. I am staring into your fucking soul. Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. Anyways, not much happens. They meet girl's alive and not dead, but she's on the side of the Mechon for some reason. Oh, stinky poopy, I'm so... Anyways, yeah. Then they save her. Shulk kisses her, kind of. He's trying to give her water because she's really thirsty, but she's also passing out. So he basically needs to give her water that way. I don't know if I would agree with the way that he gave her water. But I feel like there's definitely worse ways, too. There definitely is. Oh my god, I'm starting to see where everybody thinks I'm fucking... My eyes look like they are completely fucking closed. Jesus Christ. Even though I can see pretty much everything. I look weird with my... Oh, fuck, that feels weird. Having air touch those part of my eyes. Ugh. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, so party go, and then you want to know what they do after that? All the Hyantia, the bird people, all the full-blooded bird people turn into little demon things. I don't fucking remember. Oh, well, I do remember, but I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, yeah, and they just kind of like lose consciousness and just kill anything. It's not one of them. They don't have a choice, but they do because of Zanza. I skipped a couple plot lines. Oopsies. I should have like written a script or something. Staring into the camera is weird. I'd rather look at myself. So yeah. And so after that, they kind of like go and kill God and stuff. Standard JRPG things, you know. Xenoblade 2 happens. Also, oh wait, by the way, they go into like space and discover the fact that they are a new universe. Also, by the way, like, Shulk loses the Monado and he has to make like a robot one afterwards and shit like that. And fucking cares. Xenoblade 2 happens. That's where the other two ones are, the good and the bad ones. Why the fuck does my arm look so white? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? Dude, pigment does not exist in the bottom of my arm. Holy shit. Anyways. Xenoblade 2 happens. You know, Pyra, Mithra, they're awesome. Melas, he's awesome. For some reason, he has more of an hourglass shape than some fictional women that I've seen, which, you know what? Good on him, you know? Search Melas Xenoblade, dude. That motherfucker. I'm going to kill myself. Yeah. So. Yeah, Xenoblade happens. There's basically Klaus in this timeline, by the way, and he pretty much explains that, you know, kind of universe, then half of him is stuck in the Xenoblade 1 timeline instead of 2, and then, you know, shit happens. I don't have enough energy to explain the plot of the game. If you want me to, tomorrow I can explain the plot of the game. I'm going to stop here before I explain 3, because if I explain 3, since that's like my favorite game of all time, I'll just end up being a hypocrite and explain the entire plot. Like, I'm like barely skip over anything. That's the main mission. Okay, I need to not do that. Then Alyssa's gonna like send me death threats if I mess with my eye again. If you listen through that whole 13-minute talk, you need more help than I do, honestly. You people need to stop enabling me.